Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Gilman Maula Ahmad and my nick number is 4012011029. I would like to narrate development and condition of transportation in the past, present and the future. In the past, transportation were originally used to facilitate moving objects from one place to another. In 3500 BC, transportation were equipped with wheels made of stone and wood. Wheel invention was the precursor of modern transportation. As the era changed, natural selection will always occur. One of the aspects that have been always developing in transportation. In Indonesia, transportation means also have developed from time to time. Many transportation in the past become abandoned due to technology advancement and market demand. There are at least 6 transportation vehicles in Indonesia once used that are now difficult to find. The first one is pedati. A pedati is a land vehicle resembling a horse carriage in general, but it is drawn by cow or goat instead. Pedati is more used to transport heavy objects such as construction material, earthworks, and so on. The second one is a tram. A tram is also a vehicle derived from the colonial era. Trams were used to ease the mobilization of Batavia citizens at the time. Initially, trams were drawn by horse, thus their travel distance was limited. In 1881, trams were developed to be steam-powered and could travel with much greater distance. Steam-powered trams were used until the early 90s when electric trams were invented. This transportation was crucial for Batavia citizens at the time. However, trams were only used until 1916, when Soekarno assessed that trams were not stable for Jakarta, and metro minibus and subway train were recommended instead. The third one is helicag. A helicag is a vehicle resulted from modification of Lambretta motor scooters originated from Italy and becak. The variant of this transportation was related to becak restriction in Ali Sadikin era, since becak were deemed inhumane. Appearance-wise, helicag has many similarities to becak, but the former is machine-powered and its passenger compartment is closed. The term helicag is a combination of helicopter and becak because it resembles a helicopter. The fourth one is an oplet. If you love watching Sidul Anak Sekolahan, this vehicle will be familiar. Oplet were a rival of Bimos at the time since Oplet used better machines produced by Morris and Austin so that they would generate most noise. Oplet were more spacious compared to Bimos. Nowadays, Oplet are only collectible to be displayed hunted by antique vehicle collector. The fifth one is Angguna. This vehicle is only available in Surabaya, and it is still hard to find. Based on the Department of Transportation of Surabaya, there are only 10 Anggunas left. This vehicle appears to be a combination of angkot and pickup truck. The prevalence of Angguna since is overall in 1998 decided due to trajectory permit issues. At first, there were 1,000 Anggunas produced, but due to tight competition with other vehicles, Surabaya citizens abandoned them. As of today, modes of transportation in Indonesia are not as advanced as in other first world countries. The development of Indonesia public transportation is much better compared to 20 years ago. Public transportation such as commuter lines, Transjakarta or busway, online ojek, bike taxi, and others have been prevailing in traffic in Indonesia. Transportation in Indonesia have been showing significant advancement from security, hygiene, ticketing, and payment method that are now more compatible compared to 5 years ago when all payments were done manually. There are many modes of transportation providing easy and simple payment methods. And additionally, people nowadays can simply tap their gadget and choose which mode of transportation they would like to ride. Mode of transportation in the future will be supported by technological advancements that have been rapidly progressing. There will be more eco-friendly electric vehicles and petroleum will be most scarce in the future. Here are several future transportation. The first one is electric car. An electric car is a car propelled by electric motor and use electricity stored in the battery or other storage. In the future, every nation will decrease car fueled by petroleum and shift to electric car in order to preserve the earth and environment. Charging stations will be common when electric cars are mass produced in every country. The second one is flying car. Uber and NASA are currently developing a flying car named Uber E-Flight. This vehicle involves vertical takeoff and landing (VTOL), and more likely to have fixed wing design. The purpose of this project is to introduce an aerial version of the current Uber taxi to large cities around the world. Uber also aims to make their vehicles autonomous to eliminate elements of human error. The third one is the float. The float harnesses magnetic levitation or maglev system with two magnets, where one functions to lift the train from its railway and the other to thrust the train forward. Thus, the train will be able to accelerate without having physical contact with its railway. With this method, the train speed will be able to reach 375 m/h. The fourth one is gliding takus. A gliding takus is a mode of transportation developed by Alain de Botton and others Bringdale that combine the benefit of air and sea travel. Both of them design water taxi that can glide right above the water surface. Known as sea bubbles, this vehicle is very suitable for high populated cities with large river. Sea bubble has a capacity of 5 and can be accessed through a special dock along the river. It uses battery-operated machine that can be used to travel up to 50 to 62 miles, 20 miles per hour. Since it does not touch the water, this vehicle is different from ship. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.